Yeah, I know all about it. You figure a way out of doing something, but it turns out way more of a hassle than just doing what you were originally avoiding. You must have figured out ways to skate. I mean, you were a woman in the Marines. Just dealing with that is a lot. Donuts Don't Tell was a lot too. You remember that time, like in the run up to Afghanistan and then Iraq. All the xenophobia, the ignorance and hatred. It was all amped and normalized. My uniform had a big target right on my cover. As a landing support specialist, we had a red patch right here in the middle of the forehead and two more red patches on the side of the knee. That's where he hit me, on the back of my head with the butt of his M16. I fell on my knees onto my own rifle. It was at night course with tracer bullets flying overhead. You know, the one where you go through during the day to memorize the terrain, then come back in pitch black darkness. We were only a few paces in before he hit me. There was a bright light shining at the end of the course, and I don't remember anything but running as fast as I could towards the light. I never looked back. If he struck me again in the dark, I thought he could kill me and get away with it. Of course, I didn't report it. This was during Donuts Don't Tell, and I knew I was a target. I didn't even get to see a corpsman until after the damn crucible, and my knees had swollen up to the size of grapefruit. Later, when I was speaking out publicly and needed a lawyer, he had advised me against sharing that story. He thought it seemed that my stance against the war was somehow retaliation for being attacked or something. Skating to me meant avoiding everyone, actually. Avoiding peers who constantly and openly harassed me for being gay. Avoiding speaking to anyone because my voice was a dead giveaway. But also because I was likely to go off about how I really felt about the war, or being a cog in the killing machine, and that I was coming loose. So when I avoided work, it was really that I didn't want to be in the military. I didn't want to support a war I knew was illegal and immoral. I didn't want to be forced in the closet where I was isolated and vulnerable and complicit in my own oppression. That's what they tried to get me with, shirking important duty. But our legal argument was that as a conscientious objector, it was actually my duty to refuse. They threw that charge out, but found me guilty of unauthorized absence. So after all that, they sent me to the brig for 6 months. At that point, it was actually a relief just to have some quiet time to reflect. It all happened so fast. The brig was the best time I had in the Marines. I was out of the closet. I didn't have to iron my uniform, shine my boots, or salute any officers. Most other guys were in there for popping on a piss test for pot or whatever. It was without all the pretense. Honestly, the guys in there just seemed happier. I don't know. Ironically, it felt more free. One of the guards joked that most of us would be out in a matter of months. Well, he was stuck in prison much longer until his contract is through. Skating along isn't as easy as it looks. It takes a lot of work to make it seem so effortless.